Hey, Melbourne and the Roosters. Firstly on Melbourne.
Yep.
Concede 40 points in the second half. The worst.
Most in all time. Most second half points all time.
Coops, it was Craig's 600, like milestone game, 600th game. And I just, where did that come from?
Yeah.
Actually, a question before we go. It was a really busy week for Bellyache.
Yeah.
Like he had numerous things. They had the big night with people coming from, all over Australia to celebrate it. But apparently he had a couple of other functions as well. Do you reckon Bellyache would look back and go, okay,
yes,
was there something in my preparation?
Yes, there would be. He won't ever do that again. This might be really strange, but 40 points in the second half is alarming. But I'm going to say this, I'm not too worried. If I'm a Melbourne Storm fan, I wouldn't be too worried. Yes, there's moments of defence and poor decisions and lacking of effort and things like that. But go look at their first 40 minutes.
Yeah.
It was brilliant. Go look at the players he rested. So it was quite selfless of Craig Bellamy to rest those players in game 600.
Yep.
He's got a plan. He knows that if he sticks to the plan, they're aiming for the grand final. And I dare say this weekend against the Broncos, they will play their best football. I just feel like Craig Bellamy took a hit for their team to set up what they wanted out of September.
I'm not worried as long as Jerome Hughes is coming back.
Jerome Hughes won't come back.
For the season?
No, I think they'll put him on ice until a prelim.
Oh, no, but I'm talking about in this competition, as far as winning it. If you tell me Jerome is not coming back, then after the other night, I understand all those things, but I go, Melbourne can't win it.
Are you rushing him back this week or
no, I don't. There's a little bit of talk that Craig will bring him back to get him a bit of football, but I wouldn't even risk it.
No, I think he is on ice until prelim final. They can get to a prelim final without Jerome Hughes, but I think their game against Broncos is going to set up September. If they win and play well, it's everything that they want. If they lose the Broncos, then I'm alarmed.
Coops, in the back half of this season, the bloke we've spoken about so much as Hugo Savala. And I like talking about him because you can just see he's an example of a player who has got great core fundamentals and that's allowed him to improve. The other night, let's look at some of his stuff, but no Sam Walker. There was a big question, can he run the show? He did it. He was fantastic again.
I think he's a smart kid and you tell him one thing and he fixes it straight away. Look at that. Drop him back, out of play, because he knows that Angus Crichton's probably going to come back through. He's setting for the next one.
And look at that.
Kicking game.
He hits it at the right spot.
Yep. He doesn't look to get too cute and sexy with his kicks. He stays rock solid. He's got a big boot. And he is the type of halfback that can execute a game plan, even in these early stages. This sort of ball playing here, like just leans in a little bit, creates a space for Teddy to do his thing. And this is the best one.
Yeah.
Gets this target defender, leans in,
Bush.
Bradley inside Munster, and that's the meter that Nwanga Tuase needs.
And that's what you've got to understand. He can be over the far side of the field, but you don't score in the opposite corner unless that playmaker starts a stripping process.
Yeah. You could play from sideline to sideline unless the 2 or 3 ball players in that chain of passes squares up and condenses some type of defence. The half metre you get here is the half metre you get there, is the half metre that Nwanga Tuase needs to put the ball down in the corner. And no Sam Walker. And here Savala in a big game down, was it 10-0 at half-time or whatever it was? Pretty good.
We've spoken numerous times, and we talk about the fundamentals of the game. Yep. And people go, mate, this place
so boring.
Talking about it again. But I want to give you a quote from one of the greatest sportsmen who's ever lived, Michael Jordan. And he spoke about fundamentals, the importance of fundamentals in his game. His quote was, the importance of mastering basics like footwork, ball handling and shooting form is the foundation of improvement and excellence. He said, you can practice shooting 8 hours a day, but if your technique is wrong, then all you become is very, very good at shooting the wrong way. He said, this is why fundamentals matter. He goes, it gives you a foundation for excellence. It allows you to continuously improve. The work ethic, he said, it breeds consistency and discipline, and it breeds mental toughness. Always think, do the basics better.
So, let me get this right. Are you comparing Hugo Savala to Michael Jordan?
Have you ever seen him slam dunk?
Totally agree with the fundamental piece. Look, if you talk about trying to build a career that's 10 years plus in basketball or rugby league. You've got to do the basics and improve on those things. And every time you play the game, you've got to deliver the basics. You just don't skip over them. So what's the basics in rugby league? Like good technique to tackle. If you're a half, it's good kicking technique. And understand the nuance of ball play. Like, I'll give you a rap here. Without you sort of mentoring me earlier, I probably didn't understand the nuances of ball play.
Totally agree.
There we go. I mean, so the basic fundamentals are the key to delivering.
I remember being a young player at the Newcastle Knights and standing there watching, and we were playing under 21s against the first grade side. And old Alan Bell said to me, I want you to watch Mick Hagan. Michael Hagan has so much time when he ball plays, and he said, you watch how early he catches the football. Of course, Mick had really beautiful hands. He could reach and he'd catch the ball nice and early. The earlier the ball hits your hands, the more time for vision and to play make. Simple.
Yeah, totally agree. And I think if you're going to come as a half back in this competition and go straight to throwing the ball over the top, you're going to miss a lot of cues that start in and around the ruck, and they're the basic fundamentals.